Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be hopefully finally fixing the check engine light that is on my car, which is an emissions leak. I think it's P0455. So if you don't remember last video, I checked the EVAP canister and the charcoal in the back, and then I checked the solenoid up front, and I also did a smoke test on the whole system, and I found that there was nothing wrong. There was no leaks that way. So I've done a little bit of work off while not on camera, so let me get you caught up to speed, and then we'll continue trying to solve this issue. Here, so what I did is first I came in here, so you have to have a continuity tester, a digital multimeter. So first thing I did was checking this unit. So as you see, when I'm touching both of these, it works. So that means this canister is good. So next, what I did was take it off, and then you touch one side to the next. Again, here, nothing happens. Okay, that gave me a red flag. So I tried it on a different harness section here, and you see it does work on this harness. So that tells me that something's wrong with this circuit. I checked fuse 35 and a different one. None of those fuses are blown. So I came back here and then I checked. So I cut the wires slightly and then checked from making sure it wasn't the connector part, from the connector to each wire, and those showed conductivity. So there's something wrong with this harness from here up to where it goes into the fuse box. So today that's what hopefully we're going to find out. All right, everybody, as you can see, I tore this car apart trying to figure out how the leads go from the fuse box all the way to the back, and I honestly do not know 100% how it goes. But so I took off the side panel to check, which was a pain, but then removed this brace, then took out the battery, and then took apart the fuse box. I think I figured out which leads go all the way to the back. Not 100% sure, so I'm going to take a new wire, run it all the way through to the back, hook it up, and then test it up here to make sure I have the right lead. So let's see if I can do that. Alrighty, so I run the wire all the way through the car and have it hooked up in the back with the other wires back there. So first thing I'm going to check is red to red. I'm going to take the red wire with my continuity tester. I don't know which one it is, but I have a guess that it's this third one up there. So with that on the red one, and then place this here. You can see I do have continuity, so I am on the right wire. So now let's test what I think is the white wire back there. I think it's going to be the one right next to that red wire. So if I plug up to that wire with that, I don't see anything on the continuity tester, so either I have the wrong white wire or the wire's broken. So what I'm going to check now is the fuse. All right, so if I go to where the fuse would be, I'm going to check where the white wire connects, which is this third rung, that tab. So what I think the white wire is, which is that tab. Black probe on that one, and then we'll do it with the white. As you can see, it shows connection, so that means that would have been the right white wire. So the white wire is the one that's disconnected. All right, so I'm catching you guys up late here because I record a bunch of crap, but my mic died. Okay, so I soldered the wires to the correct pins back here, and then in the back, I have it all soldered up. So the final thing you're supposed to do before is you would check continuity with these two pins, which you can see there's continuity. So then that's when I would have gone ahead and buttoned everything up. But I already did that, so let me show you how I ran the wire. All right, so the original plan was to actually run it down here through this nipple that goes into the glove box, but it's like a double nozzle nipple that connects to each other, so it was actually hard to get through. So I looked online, there was actually another way, which is you run it over to the driver's side. So I ran it over from the passenger side to the driver's side using the trunk release, and then if you go down underneath here, there is another nozzle. Now this nozzle is just right above the pedals. As you can see, it goes right there. So I ran it in, through, over, and it goes over top of the clutch so it won't get cut while using it. Then I ran it down through this panel here. It goes across where this panel will sit. Had to take out this side panel again, and it goes up, over, and then through. You can see it through there. That goes into the trunk. Alright, so this is me in post because my microphone did not want to record, but as you see, it comes out of the cabin up top here, and then I just run it down through the top water exit hole, which then I feed up over top of the fuel tank, run it alongside this existing harness where I put a new one on. I put the solder sleeves there, and then the new harness is up there. Alright, so that's how I ran the wire. So now let me get this all buttoned up. I'll give you my final remarks. Alright, so this is me post once again. For some reason, my microphone does not want to record today. But anyway, thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video. If you guys have any thoughts about me, how I ran my wires and did the testing or anything like that, please leave a comment down below. If I did anything wrong, please let me know down below so I can do better and learn. And then if anybody else is using this, they can also learn. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, put on notifications, all of the above. It helps me out so much. But anyway, once again, thank you guys so much for making it this far in the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.